The liberal arts program at Brandeis covers the full range of subjects from the life sciences and natural sciences like biochemistry, neuroscience, biology, physics, and math, through to the social sciences like economics, political science, anthropology, sociology, the humanities, history, philosophy, English, including then the creative arts like music and theater, as well as fine arts and art history. So it's designed to cover the full range of academic programs, as well as opportunities for students to pursue careers that will lead to medicine, that will lead to business, that will lead to law. Yes, we do, increasingly. 12% of our undergraduate students are international students now, and we see a particularly strong Indian group of students coming, and I think part of this is that word of mouth happens. Students come, they come back home and they tell students the experience they've had. And what many of them really find is that the opportunity not to be restricted in their studies, but to be able to explore a broad range of topics, and at the same way be able to lead on to the kind of careers they want, is something that really intellectually excites them. We've seen the students from South Asia increase over the last decade, and I think now there is strong critical mass so that they really are there to support each other. Just before coming to India for this trip, I had lunch with a number of the Indian students. We invited any Indian student who wanted to have lunch with the president, partially to talk to them about their experiences, also to encourage their parents to come to receptions that we're doing. And what I really learned from that, two things. One is the experience they're having at college, and the other is how much they reinforce each other, and that they're really there for each other. I think it would be the same advice I would have for students from anywhere, that they should study hard in high school in order to get to a school like Brandeis, and then really think about those 4 years in terms of how can they best make the use of it. They really want to grow from that time. So think broadly, take chances, take classes you wouldn't otherwise think you would take. In some ways I tell them the same thing that made you successful in secondary school, that focus, that study, that drive, it may make it hard for you to get the most out of college. You have to be willing to take some chances and some risks, knowing that you're going to be in an environment that's going to support you. We do. The university, in addition to having an undergraduate program of 3,500 students, really a small liberal arts college, is also a research university. We're one of the 60 universities in the Association of American Universities, the collection of the top research universities in North America. We have a business school, we have a public policy graduate school, and we have PhDs and master's programs in a whole range of subjects. And for the undergraduates, what that means is that an undergraduate, by the time he or she is a junior or senior, really can take advantage of essentially graduate level work. I mean, we have students in the sciences, for example, who by junior and senior year are working in a lab, and they'll be authors on actual published papers even before they graduate. So they're functioning at the level of graduate students while they're still undergraduates. We do have financial aid for international students. The cost for higher education in America obviously is a very significant factor for all students, American and international students. But we have a broad range of financial aid opportunities that do apply to international students as well. Altogether, we will give about $75 million in financial aid in the current academic year. It is an enormously generous amount, and frankly we'd like to even be able to do more, because we want to be able to get the very best students we can regardless of their ability to pay. That's a very expensive commitment, but it's a very important commitment. Best thing an international student can do is start by going to the website, go to the admissions page. It will provide lots of information to walk you through, brandeis.edu and the admissions page. We look for test scores, standardized tests that are necessary to take. We look for the marks they've achieved in their secondary school, but then they'll be asked to write an essay, and these essays will give a number of possible topics for the students to write. Some of them are fairly serious and straightforward, but some of them are a little more fanciful. For example, there was an essay topic one year: if you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be and why? It's not designed to produce a right answer or a wrong answer. It's designed to give the student an opportunity to show us a little bit of who she or he is, and to give a real sense of who the real person behind the grades and the marks is.